second half. What were you seeing and what worked so well for you tonight?
I mean, we just got so many guys that are so good off the ball, cutting, back cuts, that opens up threes, open up layups, so many cutters. I mean, that just makes my job so much easier. They know I'll get them the ball if they'll cut. So great cutters, great players. It's just so much fun to play with.
A couple nasty no-look passes tonight from you. Is that something that you kind of had to develop, having the eyes in the back of your head kind of thing, or is it kind of feel? How does that work for you?
I've always kind of been a pretty good passer, but then just watching a lot of film, a lot of the coaches like to watch film, and that just we see what the tendencies are of the other teams. That makes my job easier. Like I said, guys cutting, I know where they're going to be, and they know where I'm going to give them the ball, so just kind of knowing spots.
What has this transition been like for you coming to college? What have been the challenges on the court, and I guess the ways that you feel like you've excelled?
Just kind of each game growing more and more. I mean, guys are physical. A lot of guys, they've been trying to back me down. I'm just trying to fight the post, getting better on defense. I was a pretty good defender in high school, but it's a whole different level in college. So learn how to guard on the ball, get rebounds, box out, just adjust into that part of the game. The offensive game's been pretty not terrible.
Do you feel like you had
should expect from you for the next few years?
I mean, I just think we got a really good team and a lot of good players. So if they're going to keep cutting, I'm going to keep getting them the ball, and we're going to have a lot of wins in the next couple of years.
How much fun is it when you're just throwing the ball around, seeing Tony get the dunk on the break, just feeding Josh, all those guys? How fun is that for you?
I mean, we're all so close off the court. That just makes playing on the court that much more fun. Tony dunks, stares the guy down, starts laughing at him. That just gives everybody else energy, building off each other's energy. It's just such a fun team to play with.
Did you feel like you had to maybe come in and give this team a spark tonight?
I mean, I feel like every game I come in and bring a lot of energy, get up on defense, control the game on offense, try to get the game going a little quicker. So coaches have just been stressing to me to do that every single game, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that so far this year.
Do you have any idea of the most assists you've gotten in any sort of game anywhere?
No, not really. I typically don't count them. I just kind of just go.
Tony said you were aware when you had 8 and 8.
Yeah, he kept telling me. He was the one that was telling me.
So you had no idea?
No, it's just him. He counts them all.
He said that on that layup that gave you 10, he was thinking about it. Were you at all at that moment?
He was telling me in the timeout before, and then I was running behind him, and normally he's going to try to finish that, but I think just my first time, he just wanted to get me the layup. So really, when you got leaders like that, that makes his team so much fun to play for.
Brock, I mean, some guys struggle transitioning into motion offense when they aren't used to really running it, but it just seems like game after game you've continued to, embrace it and even lead in it. I mean, what do you kind of attribute your ability to kind of run this motion offense despite being so young right now?
In high school, we played really fast. We kind of ran a motion game and offense side of the ball a lot more, creating a lot of stuff. But just the biggest adjustments has been new guys, figuring out what these guys like to do. And I mean, we've been with each other since June and had the overseas trip, so just we've been building as a team more and more every game, figuring out where guys like to be, get their shots, and I think you see that as the season's gone on.
I know you've been asked about kind of your workouts like after the games, but like when did that start, I guess? Like how long have you been kind of doing those types of things?
I mean, my parents have always stressed to me, like, if you want to be good at something, you got to put the work in. I'd say COVID's really when my mind kind of flipped. I thought I was a pretty good player my freshman year. I played varsity my freshman year, but the biggest jumps were after COVID. Like, I started to work out a lot, and I'm angry if I figure out somebody's working out more than me, so it's just kind of hardwired into me to try to be the hardest worker out on the court every night.
You mentioned that hard work. You played a lot of minutes tonight, but it seemed like you were still able to go no matter what. Whether it's a turnover from them, you're able to get down and go for a layup. I mean, is being in shape part of that emphasis of working hard too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've always kind of played a lot of minutes my whole life until this year, 15 minutes or whatever. But I mean, games like tonight, I mean, I've just always kind of ran up and down my offense. At my high school, we ran up and down the court, and then court's getting a little bigger, so just getting more in shape. Our strength guys are really good, keeping us in shape, keeping us strong during the season, so that's been really good so far.
What kind of routine do you expect to have? Okay. What kind of routine do you expect to have with the break? I mean, you're going to go home, I assume, and then, do you have like a set time when you're going to go work out? Or?
Yeah, I mean, typically I don't like to sleep in too late because then I kind of wake up angry that I didn't work out already. So I'll probably sleep in until like 7 and work out at 7, and then probably go from there, hang out with my family a little bit, and then probably get some shots up after that, and then probably some light strength stuff just to not lose a lot of the strength that I've built so far this season. So probably 2 to 3 workouts over the next 4 days or whatever it is at home.